everybody, and welcome to the Daily Fandom's first Let's Play. The Daily Fandom is going into coverage of games very shortly, and like television, like movies, games have huge fandoms, they have huge followings, and we wanted to dive into that just as much as we do TV and movies. So, we're starting out doing Let's Plays, figuring out for ourselves what makes these video games so addictive, so obsessed about. This one has popped up on Steam. It is still an early access game, but from what I've seen, I watched a little bit of the first episode of PewDiePie's playthrough, and I absolutely loved what I saw from that. So our very first outing into Let's Plays is Layers of Fear. Now, I studied video game design in college, so I have a unique perspective when it comes to gaming, so I hope to bring a little bit of that to the gameplay that we do. So, let's play! Now, I have the music turned down a little bit, and I usually play games with the music turned down, because to me, you don't have background music when you're going through an experience. You don't have background music going through your environment or life. So it immerses me a little bit better in the environment. So I'll shut up now.
Drowning in a cold sweat. But there is a way. To bring back what life took from me. The only precious thing.
Oh boy. Okay. So this... Ooh, you're a little slow. Okay. So... Oh, baby shoes. Ooh. Is that blood? That... Or... I hope not. I really hope that's not blood. They're really shiny, though. Like, extremely shiny. That's... Okay. Enough looking at the, baby shoes. Okay. Let's see what's over here. Can't open the book. Oh, hello. Oh, that child is not happy. I really wouldn't be happy either, to be honest. Books. The best weapons in the world. So I think that's the quote. Anything else I need to click here? Now, when I saw the playthrough that PewDiePie did, which was like the first half of the first episode, I didn't want to spoil anything. He went through this door first. So I'm bound to do the exact opposite, just to see what it was that he didn't see that what I can see that was missed. There's a little... Let's see. Ooh, newspapers. An artist's triumph. I don't even know what that is. Schicked out gallery opening wows critics. Some call him the new Caravaggio. Others compare him to Van Eyck, and one awestruck critic who wished to remain unnamed went as far as to invoke the spirit of the great Leonardo. Any way you slice it, the exhibition proved an immense success. Ooh, somebody didn't like that sentence. A distinct style has been praised for its unique combination of Renaissance influences and more progressive techniques. The artist himself attended the event in the company of his beautiful fiancée, looking stunning in her black gown. Okay, so the names have been marked out. Okay. Okay. Dear Sir, we would like to ask you to cease bothering our pest control specialist, so you're being a pest to the pest control specialist. Bugging the bug guys. There we go. As well as refrain from sending us any more of your highly inappropriate letters. I'll have you know that my mother is a respectable woman and does not take kindly to such accusations. All of our employees that visited your house reported absolutely no signs of a rodent infestation of any kind, and as such, decided not to act further than a prophylactic spraying. Please treat this letter as a final warning, or else the next envelope you'll receive will be from our lawyers. With best regards, Carl Denton. Pesky pests pacification. Oh, good sakes. Ugh. Don't ever call a company with, like, just call it Triple P and be done with it. Open you up. Oh, that's important. Okay, so their faces have been scratched out. Somebody wanted to hide who these people were, apparently. Now, hopefully this isn't going to be too boring. This will probably be a boring first episode, well, it may be a boring series, just for the simple fact that I'm very much an explorer when I play video games. I've completed 270 hours, over 270 hours of Skyrim, and I still haven't beaten the game. So that tells you everything you need to know about me when it comes to gameplay. I will click everything. I want to find out everything about the story, about what's going on. So I know what it is that I'm getting into, so I can really enjoy everything. I'm one of the ones that I will look on a wall and see really pretty graphic design and like take screenshots of it and read it and admire it. I'm a dork. I'm really a dork, I'll be completely honest. Anyway, that's not funny. Okay, I've watched this before and yeah, okay. Hopefully a few of these won't scare me because I'll be expecting it, but that's probably not true. Open all the drawers. Ooh, love letter, I guess. My love, even though you have not been born yet. Oh, okay. I can feel already your presence. It's simply amazing. I just can't believe how lucky I am. A year ago, all I had was talent and ambition. Now, against all odds, I have a career, a loving husband, and you. I'm assuming this is an unborn baby. I have never been a deeply religious person. I guess what other people look for in a sermon I found in perfecting my art. Okay, maybe not. But now I can't help but feel like there's a higher power watching over me. They once told me that I would never succeed as a musician. Now I'm playing sold-out concerts at some of the most prestigious venues in the country. They also said I had a difficult character and that I would never find a soulmate. Guess again. Finally, a doctor once told me that I would never be able to have children of my own. Okay, so it's a little bun in the oven she's talking about. And yet, here you are within me. I am quite possibly the happiest woman in the world. I love you so much. Okay. So, I'm wondering if that's from the same woman that had her face scratched out in the wedding photo. Rat poison. Okay, so that's from the pest people. Towels, nothing interest. Somebody needs to put on a new roll, unless that was the toilet paper. Ooh, somebody's wiping with sandpaper. Okay, light. Prosthetics. Okay, somebody's got a leg. Fake leg. How the hell did they... What? How the hell did they stick up? No, tick up? Okay, I'm not really sure what that... I know good at reading cursive. I'm not good at that at all. Okay. There's another door here. Okay, not going down there just yet. Let's read this. Sir, I didn't touch the workshop, just like you asked, although I can't imagine the mess that's inside. Also, if you care so much, I think that's supposed to say much, for that room, care so lunch for that room, maybe you should pay more attention to where you leave the keys. I brought them back to your office. Have a nice day. Okay, so I need to get the keys to the office then. I'm gonna go in here. Probably not a good idea. Whoa! Hopefully that's just like wine or something like that. These are so... Okay, I love the graphical elements, the details on everything. I saw a screenshot of this room. It looked... Here, let me open the door. But, can't really open the door. But it looked like this, and it was on Steam. And I absolutely loved all the little details in it. I mean, every single little texture and sheen to it, to me, it's just absolutely beautiful. And that really attracted me to wanting to play this game, even though I'm not a huge horror fan. The video game designer in me is just squealing with joy at seeing all these little details. I just, something about it just immerses me so much more into a game when they get all these little thoughts, you know, things that very few other people would really regard that much. Oh, just, it makes it for me. It makes it so much more believable. Is there a light switch? Take that as a no. Oh, mousetrap though. Tons of mousetrap. Whoa! So, let's head on up here. Well, if that's not a creepy painting. Yeah, no, that's creepy. That's, yeah. Of course, I think the paintings are a huge focus on this. I'm not sure to what extent, but they're supposed to be rather huge focus in this game, so... Burnt sheet music. Well, there you go. Hi, pretty puppies. You cannot do that. I'd really appreciate it if you didn't do that. Oh, hello. This looks like somebody threw, like, one of those wine carafes. I think that's how you pronounce it. Those big wine bottle things up against the door. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Okay, open this door. Drawers, drawers, drawers. Let's read this. The new face of music. A night at the opera becomes a night to remember. Okay, they keep crossing out her name, so... Okay, it might not be a household name yet, but just give her time. The incredibly talented multi-instrumentalist gave an astounding performance last night, winning over even the most ardent naysayers. She was simply astounding. I haven't seen such passion, energy, and skill in years, stated famed pianist Daniel Richter. He was not alone in his praise. It seems that even Anthony Giles, one of her harshest critics, has finally seen the light. Giles had previously made disparaging comments about the artist, stating that there's more to performing music than enthusiasm and a pretty face. When asked if after witnessing last night's performance he regrets these words, Mr. Giles gave us a look that can only be described as a mixture of awe and embarrassment. Pressed for an answer, he simply said yes, and we caught up with the star. So, we got one guy that wasn't too keen on her. That may come into play later. So the thing about these kinds of stories is that there's a lot of history to it and a lot of reason to why. You know, little hints like this can give way to the motive of certain happenings, you know, certain people involved, why they did it. And if you don't look for these, then oftentimes it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Sometimes it comes out of thin air, you know, why did you murder this person or that kind of thing. And it's all in these little tiny details. That's why I so fervently look for these in a game. Galactic's grand opening in flames. Disastrous fire at the new department store kills dozens, injures hundreds. The long-awaited opening at the Galactic department store turned into hell on Earth when the building's wire bursts into flames. The ensuing panic forced many of the visitors to gather by the emergency exits, which in the end turned into overcrowded death traps. By the end of the day, the catastrophic disregard for safety procedures claimed the lives of 37 people, leaving 243 injured. The police is currently conducting an investigation as to who is responsible for this disaster. The owner of the Galactic, Ronald Sheffield, refused to comment on the matter. That's not good. So let's head out. I think, yeah, over here. Hold on. I'll go over here first. Maybe. Light, 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 light. Nope. Is there a light? There's some light. Eh. True story behind the picture of Dorian Gray. Was it all true all along? Wait, Is that examinable? It's a book. You know, I honestly examine quite a lot of these. I make sure to look around just in case there's some sort of secret trigger, some, you know, some change in the cursor. There we go. To see if there's like a secret door opening or something. You never know. There's the key. Ooh. Okay. It's glass. Somebody knocked over their wine stuff. Drawer. My dear friend, let me ask you one simple question. Have you completely lost your goddamn mind? I know you're going through some hard times right now, I really do. That's why I agreed to let you do those illustrations in the first place, for old time's sake. I even deliberately gave you a trivial task because I expected Little Red Riding Hood to be so something you can draw in your sleep. What I didn't expect is to get this demented nightmare fuel you submitted for a kid's bedtime story. There is no way in hell I'm using this, and I already regret agreeing to a payment in advance. Please get your shit together. Your old pal, Liam Brickstone, Papyrus Publishings. Somebody went off the rocker. Okay, so I think it's leading me... Oh, wait a minute. There's the office down there. Let me... While I'm here... Easy basketball. Kids' room. Oh. Wonderful place for all sorts of nightmares. They have baby dolls. It's, oh, look at the puppy! Oh, look at the little puppy! Sorry, I will do that on occasion. I'm a dog person, so... occasional kitten, too. Little tiny cute hit. That, no. I don't do baby dolls. I do not do baby dolls. It's not a phobia, it's just an inherent dislike. I know you're not colorblind. What is this? Why pink? Jeez. Goodness. Come on. It's a pink horse. It's awesome. You didn't even mention the disproportional legs. But no. Reminds me of something that happened to me back in kindergarten. We were doing some sort of little coloring exercise where you color in the face, but you had to leave teeth white because it was promoting good dental health. And I went and used a black crown to put like a tiny little sparkle on one of the teeth, and I got chewed out by the teacher for it. That's what that reminds me of. Not chewed out, just kind of scolded. And I didn't like kindergarten very much. I didn't recall kindergarten very much, but I remember that distinctly. Okay, so I think it's into the office now. Alright. That's the same painting. Come up with a new painting. Either that or that's a fake. Deep breaths. Remember, you're professional. It's just the first few strokes, then you're over the hump. What's so hard about it? So somebody's going through an artistic block is what that is. Been there. I know how that feels. That's a big... Whew, that all dried together. That could be an installation piece right there. So, they're kind of messy when they paint. Get it right this time. Oh, blood. Man, they really have a hard time. Wow. Yeah, okay. They must have a hard time getting themselves started. Little horror stings that they put in there. Nice. Not really sure. Okay. Don't really know why they put it in there, but okay. Get me out. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. It comes out to a different hallway. I remember this. Okay. It's that way. Let's Okay, that's another painting. It has several versions of itself. Okay. Did not do that. What? You know, you cannot. This reminds me of the game Vanish. I saw a playthrough of the game Vanish where just pretty much everything's like random. Every hallway changes depending on which way you go, and it's what it reminds me of, just a lot more detailed. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Going in circles. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm not turning that off. No, thank you for the option, but no thank you. Okay. Dear sir, while I can certainly understand that you are upset, and I have nothing but sympathy for your wife and yourself, I must categorically state that I do not wish to receive any further correspondence from you in this matter. Any skin graft procedure is extremely complicated and inherently associated with the risk of failure. Having stated that, I assure you that me and my colleagues at St. Anne have made every effort to ensure a positive outcome for your wife. Personally speaking, I believe we have done the best job possible considering the extent of tissue damage. You are, of course, entitled to your opinion, and I can certainly understand your disappointment. What I do not understand is how you seem to think writing hateful letters to me, or my fellow doctors, will ameliorate the situation. As I've already stated, I can certainly understand you've been under a lot of stress as of late, and thus I will not press charges, if you refrain from future correspondence. Let me make it absolutely clear that I will not tolerate any further threats aimed at my staff, my family, or myself. If you wish to seek psychological help, I can have my assistant provide contact information of several specialists who would be more than competent to help you get through these hard times. With regards and best wishes for you and your wife, William H. Green, M.D. So I'm wondering if the fire at that one place that I can't remember the name of right now, maybe his wife was affected by it, and he went through a huge psychological issue, maybe a slow loss, maybe she, died very slowly or something, and he tried all of these measures to try to save her, and he kind of psychologically started losing it quite a bit when he lost her or as he was losing her. That's what I'm piecing together so far. But I'm going to stop right here. So far, this has been kind of an exploration episode, but hopefully there'll be a couple more jumps in the next one. We'll pick up from here on the next video. I'm TC Robson from the Daily Fandom. Stay obsessed.